Traxxas RC Fanatic 0922. Today we're going to do a review about the Traxxas 4x4 Slash. I traded an SCX10 with a bully dog winch on the SCX10 for this 4-wheel parts Greg Adler Edition 4x4 Slash. I'm going to do a little quick review about it. This thing, the SCX10 only had about 12 hours on it. So when I asked this guy, I said, look, I want either a Mini E-Revo or a 4x4 Vxl Slash. And so he got the Slash for me. I ended up keeping the motor that was on the Slash when he bought it to me. And I didn't really know how good of the motor was until I took the pinion gear off and seen that there was a little bit of rust, which hadn't raised a little red flag there. I was like, oh, this not good. But I did get to keep my ESC, but I really wanted to keep my motor that came, my other VXL motor, because what he done is basically he just told me to keep the system off the SCX10, and then he was going to take the system was on the truck when he got here with it. He was going to take it off, and I was going to use my VXL, which is not originally what we had made a deal with. I told him I wanted a VXL 4x4 Slash, ready to run, ready to race, to trade my SCX10 with. And that's what he agreed on, but when he got here, it was just, whatever. So I ended up keeping the motor that came on the Slash when he bought it here, but I just swapped out the ESCs. He took his ESC and took my motor. I kept his motor and kept my ESC, but I know how much time my motor had on it. I don't know how much this was got on it, and it had water on the shaft. Rust on the shaft where the pinion gear is. Okay, let's get in a little bit about this. This is a 3,000 milliamp nickel metal hydrate battery, and I'm running the stock spur with the stock. One of the stock pinion gears, it was not really stock. This is aftermarket. This is a 14 tooth. The stock pinion gears are 13. The optional is a 20 tooth. And sorry about that. I got the phone. The optional is a 20 tooth, and with a 3,000 milliamp with a 13 tooth pinion, 7-cell nickel metal hydrate, it runs at about 50 mile an hour, about 50 mile an hour. I put the 14 tooth on with the same battery in, and it runs about 55, 60. I put the 20 tooth in, and then I use one of my Traxxas power cells, 7-cell 8.4 nickel metal hydrate, but it's a 4200 milliamp. And I'm telling you what, with that 20 tooth, this thing screams at about 60, 63 mile an hour, 64 mile an hour. I throw an 11.1 on with that optional 20 tooth pinion gear, and this thing's doing every bit of 90, maybe about 85, 90 mile an hour with one of my 11.1s max amp. It is a 5,000 milliamp, and it is also 60C, 120C burst rating and continuous rating. Anyways, overall review. This Traxxas Slash is in really good condition. It was just in good condition as the SCX10. The SCX10 looked box like it came out the box. This one had a little bit of roughness to it, but not bad. I believe the motor's okay. Knocking on wood. Yep, that's my table. Knocking on wood. I believe the motor's gonna be okay. Anyways, awesome truck. The way I got the sock set up, the front set up, it jumps perfect. It's all out great truck. And I'm a big Traxxas fan. I love Axial. I love all RC. So if you're wondering what this mess right here is, this is when I had the Valenian system on the SCX10. I had the winch wired into the power on the battery lead, the connecting lead to the ESC. I had it run, soldered in. I put the heat shrink and plastic dip around it, covered it really good. Then run the wire to the front of the power board on the winch. And so when I swapped out, I just cut the wires off. I just got to resolder some good wires on, but they're soldered on there, so there's not, they're making perfect connection. So no power loss there. Tires, not so good. I got to get some different tires. They wobble a little bit, and when you're at high speeds and those tires are not balanced or they wobble, like have a really bad like wobble because like almost like they're filled with water or something, that slows you down. And when you're at high speed, you don't want that to happen because when you decelerate too fast, your truck wants to flip over. And if you accelerate really, really fast and that tire starts bobbling, it can pick up the truck up like this and then get it all offset. And then next thing you know, you're airborne and it's in the wind. But this low center gravity chassis is awesome. That is awesome, especially for making high speed passes. It's not like the 2-wheel drive Slash or the HPI Blitz 2-wheel drive. It stays on the ground pretty good. Maybe a few modifications with a little bit of weights up front. But anyways, fellas, ladies, that's my review on the 4x4 Traxxas Slash. And like they said, do not use that optional pinion gear to be playing around in the dirt and the mud because it does get the motor a little warm and you can burn your motor out. So stay with your lower gear and a little bit lower gear when you're bashing or if you're on the track. Don't use that 22 pinion on the track. That's a big no-no. You just only get top speed out of that and that's it. This thing is set up to where you can get the maximum performance out of it. With the stop, you can get a little bit more speed by changing the pinion and changing the spur. Changing the pinion and changing the spur. I believe this is an 87 tooth. I believe that's what it is. Spur gears. Underside of it looks pretty decent. It's got a little bit of scratches. Not nothing major. Everything is awesome in this truck. So yeah. I'm glad I got my 4x4 Slash VXL. My first real RC was a Traxxas J-Do. No, it was a Traxxas T-Max, and then I got the J-Do, and then I got a 2-wheel drive Slash, and then I got the VXL version. And once I got that version, I was just so hooked, and I started realizing how fast you can make these things go. Put a little weight on the front, lower the suspension even more, get it low to the ground. Man, you can really make these things haul. But anyways, this is RC Fanatics, Marshall Starnes, RC Fanatics 0922, signing off. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, and RC Sparks, you're the man, brother. DJ Medic, yeah, you're the man, bud. Thanks.